Demographic Overview Report. Demographic Overview Report gives us a high-level view of age and gender metrics on our website. So to access this report, you're going to go left nav Audience, Demographics, and then Overview. So this overview report, it's a very high-level view of the different age groups and genders on our websites. And Google Analytics breaks our age groups into about 6 different groups. And from this chart, we can see the 25 to 34-year-olds are the most common age group, whereas 65 plus are the least common. And on the gender side of things, we note that females account for about 86% of the traffic. Not a surprise, we're a makeup website. To get more details on each, we're going to jump into the specific age and gender reports. The Demographics Age Report. So the Demographics Age Report breaks down all of the different age groups and specific metrics, including traffic, behavioral, and conversion metrics. To access this report, you're going to go left nav, Audience, Demographics, and Age. Some things we'll see on the age report are that we break our age groups down to about 6 different groups, and we get our basic traffic, behavioral, and conversion data on each. So let's take a look at the age group 25 to 34. This is our most common age group we can see, about 293 visits, and that's about 26% of our site traffic. Again, we get information including like bounce rate and pages a session for this particular age range. And probably most important to us is this section right here, the conversion and transaction section. So for our particular age group of 25 to 34, we note that there were 5 transactions during this time period for about $313, making our e-commerce conversion rate 1.71%. Now what's interesting is if we compare this age group, our most common, to a least common age group, we have the 55 to 64 age range, which makes up a very small portion of our traffic, less than 9%, but at the same time yielded about the same number of transactions, less revenue, but showing an e-commerce conversion rate that's about 5.2%. So it's roughly 3 times higher as far as the conversion rate goes. So if we're thinking analytically at this report, it's nice to know what the different age groups are, but how we can act on this is by saying, well, hey, if this age group 55 to 64 converts at a much better rate, should our advertising reflect that? So should we run Facebook ads, for example, to individuals in that age group, or should our display advertising target that age range a lot better? These are some of the things we want to consider with the age report, looking for those outliers and finding marketing opportunities. Demographics Gender Report. So Demographic Gender Report breaks down key stats based on the user's gender. To get to the gender report, go Audience, Demographics, and Gender. We'll note on the gender report that this looks a lot like the age report, where we break our traffic down into 2 different groups this time, female and male, and we'll get all the key metrics for each. For our sample website here, we notice that females account for about 86% of our traffic. 22 transactions, which is 91% of our transactions, for about $1,100, and our conversion rate being a little over 2%. Some key things to look at here again is outliers. If you run a website where male and female performance should be similar, we'd want to see that here. If for some reason one gender is disproportionate to the other, we may look at things like what advertising we're doing, messaging on the website, and that sort of thing. Otherwise, for a lot of websites, the gender report is a nice-to-know report that isn't always that actionable.